it's wild to me how we just get, fixed in our mindset. And it takes changing the context to realize that those mindsets don't have to be fixed. And, I keep thinking about buses during this time, and how like buses historically were used as instruments of racism. And for those who don't know, buses have often been instruments of ableism when people with disabilities were forced to ride shorter buses instead of regular buses in order to get to school. And during the pandemic, buses were used as hotspots to provide digital equity for people who didn't have high-speed internet, right? So like, how are we as adults that construct things make things accessible or not, right? And learning is fundamental to schools, and we construct, boundaries around them. And so to the question of what we did in turning to young people, we realized we had a new administration coming in. Some people were excited about that. Some people were very upset about that. Either way, we gathered 150 people virtually, which we had never done before. All of our gatherings always had to be in person. They took a year to plan, and people flew in from all the country. And then we just, on MLK weekend, invited anybody and everybody to come together. So we had a very diverse group of people, with the through line being LD. And I always think about learning differences having great intersectionality. So we had the LD being like, you learn differently, but everybody showed up with a lot of different experiences. And then they said, this is what we want schools to look like when they reopen. And that letter got put together, and ultimately they got all their friends to sign on, and then it got sent to the Biden administration.